to an all-new episode of Say What with Shreya. Do you like traveling? Isn't it crazy to live in different places throughout your life? For today's episode, we have a Fauji daughter and wife who has lived all around the country. She is a mother and creates content around her motherhood. Please welcome Mrs. Disha Malik, aka the Chic Mom. Hi Disha, welcome to Say What with Shreya.
Hello Shreya, and it's nice to meet you.
Likewise. You have lived in so many different cities throughout your life.
Yeah.
Tell me which one is your favorite?
It's hard. Okay, all the places have been great, and
I'm sure, yeah.
personally, Nagpur has my heart. Why? Because when I got married, so that was the first posting and the first place where I was living as a wife.
Oh.
And that place is special because, you know, we conceived there and we had Kabir in that same city. So that has my heart, literally.
You belong to a family of Fauji. How did your childhood look like? Tell us something about it.
Okay. It was pretty nice. I used to live like, you know, like a boss, and, you know, everywhere in every part of the country we would go that, you know, we'll have friends. And I would remember that, you know, when the packing time used to come, and I used to be like, you know, little sad also, you know, I have to leave my friends behind, and, you know, now have to settle down in another part of the country somewhere where we don't know.
Yeah.
But still, I would look forward to that time. You know, now I'll have a new place to be. I'll have a new set of friends. I'll be meeting different people and, you know, learning about new culture and everything and their traditions. So yeah, it was pretty good and I loved it. And negative, I would say that yes, you leave, you do not stay connected if you want to. But, you know, if you have that feeling that, you know, yes, that is the person I would like to connect with and stay connected, then you definitely make an effort and it keeps you going. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I had a pretty great childhood in Fauji.
Yeah. Have you been have your dad been posted to J&K and Manipur
Yeah.
and all the areas?
Oh, I remember J&K. He's been
Yeah.
posted twice. One was field area where we could not visit him,
Oh.
and he was in the operation and he had
Oh my
a
God.
gunshot wound as well there, and he was awarded Shaurya Chakra. And
Oh,
second
wow.
time he was yeah, I mean,
That
but
is
that
like,
that
हमने खाली movies में देखा है.
I did not see it right there and then. I had seen videos later on when he was shot, and, you know, I was in 7th grade and I didn't know how to react that time, and people were not telling us the truth ki where has he got shot, and, you know, where is he hurt and where is he admitted. And my mom was just crying, and, you know, she was just like, she was thinking that she's lost her husband, to be honest. But yeah, it made us strong, and, you know, we came out of it pretty well, and now he's fine and he's happy, and, you know his health is also fine. Second time when he was posted, he was in a peace area and we were near Jammu, Udhampur. So that was a pretty nice posting. We used to go visit all the places in Srinagar and Jammu, and, you know, it was pretty nice for me. Yeah. So
And you have been posted in Guwahati when you were young as well.
yeah, my dad was posted here long back when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. That time I did not visit him much. Again, he was posted in field, so, you know, maybe once or twice, and we would not stay where he was staying. We would just move around. We had gone to Sikkim, I remember.
Oh.
So yeah, that was long back.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but Guwahati has developed from that time a lot, you know, now.
Yeah, it's like developing super fast. Like
Yeah.
10 years back जो था और आज जो गुवाहाटी है, it's like वो transition हो चुका है.
Exactly. I think, you know, it's nice also. It's growing, and it's, at the same time, you're like, you know, little space is also required, and I think the other parts of Guwahati is also expanding.
हाँ, they are. मतलब it's like develop हो रहा है तो it's nice. सब
Yeah.
चीज comfortable हो रहा है. But
हाँ.
again the construction part, flyovers बन रहे हैं. ये तो वो traffic भी also that is a problem.
I know.
But then ठीक है, it's all happening.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
You worked in corporate setup before you started content creating yourself. Why did you take that career transition?
There is no story to it. I'll be very frank and candid about it. I was pretty happy working in the corporate sector.
So what were you doing actually?
The last job was with Economic Times. I was a community manager there,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, so I was pretty fine, and it was paying me also pretty well, and pretty satisfied with everything. But when Kabir was born in 2021, and I was still working for a good 1 year after that as well, but I started sharing a lot of my journey on Instagram, like candid, very raw, that, whatever I'm doing with Kabir, I'm just putting it across there. And I didn't know that, a lot of moms or, girls who look forward to getting married or have a baby, they would resonate with my content so much. So
Yeah.
that inspired me, actually, all thanks to the people on Instagram that, they motivated and they were asking me questions and advices that, ma'am, what should we do now? Because when you have a baby and whatever products you use and whatever you do with your baby, it brings a great responsibility, because other mom is looking up to you that, okay, she is trying something with her baby like this. I remember when he was 1 year old and we had taken him to Leh Ladakh, and 1 year old child, people were skeptical that, why are they doing this with their 1 year child? There's lots of oxygen problem there, and, they've gone crazy. Gaurav and I, we were facing these harsh comments on Instagram that, gone crazy and all that. I understand their concern also, but I wanted to show that, with the right guidance, you can do everything. So that's how this journey began, and, now I'm here.
So Leh Ladakh, so you went for a trip vacation or या फिर आप लोग वहाँ you relocated there?
No, so we were planning for Kabir's birthday. We wanted to throw him a party actually. We were in Delhi. And obviously with all the relatives and friends around in Delhi, so people were also thinking that, now Kabir has turned 1, so they'll be throwing a party and we'll all celebrate together.
Yeah.
But our motto is, Gaurav and mine, that, we want to give him experiences. Parties and taking him out and giving him fancy gifts is something which he can enjoy later, and obviously he will ask for them later.
Yeah.
But now we want that, because when you move around and you travel a lot, I know he's not understanding all of it, but in the longer run he'll understand. Traveling has given him a lot of things. Because every time we have gone to some part of the country or maybe anywhere, he's become a different person after that place, and we don't know how. He flips, and he's something else. So we'd gone to Leh Ladakh for his first year birthday to celebrate his birthday there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We had taken all the stuff, the balloons and all the decoration part, and we had booked a hotel for his birthday, and we had decorated and shot him, gave him a nice cake, and yes, then next day we had gone to Pangong Lake and Khardungla.
Wow.
So yeah, I think he'll remember it and he will cherish those moments when he grows up.
You can see the pictures.
Yeah, and he'll be like, okay, I had gone there.
Yeah.
But again, when he grows old, and he'll be like, मुझे छोटे में लेके गया, बड़े में तो बड़े लेके, हाँ. So that's very common.
Tell us a little about your and your partner's love story. Like, how did it happen? Is it like arranged marriage, love marriage? How did you meet him?
Okay. So ours is I would call an arranged marriage. My father had given me his number. I don't know from where he got it, and he was like, this is the person. I did not even hear it properly when he was telling me all of this, because it was first wave of COVID and I was all engrossed in my fitness and my work and my own just life.
Yeah.
So he was like, one fine day at 9 p.m. that, this is the person, he's in Air Force and he's this officer and his rank is this squadron leader and Gaurav Malik, he will contact you. I'm like, okay, fine. And then, okay, fine, you can send me his details, whatever it is. Yeah. So I had a look at it, and the same night, within 1 hour, he said, hi, what's up, and all that stuff. And we started talking randomly. Okay, I'm also looking for rishtas. I said, we are also looking for rishtas, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We spoke over phone for good 1 month. Not every time, but yes, hey, what's happening? How's work going? And I was also telling him the same thing, how is it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one fine day, I had gone to meet some other guy.
Yeah.
And I did not pick up his phone. And that same day, he started calling me like randomly, okay. सुबह से शाम तक he kept calling me. I'm like, what has happened to him? वैसे ही he's not calling me. अभी आज इसको क्या हो गया? So I came back very late that night, 11 p.m. or 11:30. And I was like, yeah, tell me now. So he said, okay, I was calling you. Where were you? I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to answer you like that, and you're not supposed to ask me like that. So then I told him that I had gone to meet this guy and this place and everything. So then, he said, okay, fine. He disconnected the phone, said good night and everything. Next morning at 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m., he called me and I was just like, hi, hello. He said, I'm just thinking to take a leave and, come and meet you. That was the first wave of COVID where everything was shut and he was in Nagpur and I was in Gurgaon. So I was like, okay, you can talk to your senior and you can let me know. And I told my dad, he's thinking that, before we go ahead or, I take a step ahead with someone else, he wants to come and meet me. So my dad also said, that's fair enough. I mean, let's give it a try. And he drove down. Within a week, he drove down from Nagpur to Delhi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was like, I have to meet you. And then we met in May. We met in May and we started talking in March. So we met in May. He came and we're just sitting like this in the evening at someone's house because it was COVID and no restaurant was open that time.
Yeah.
So we were sitting and, we just spoke our heart out that, these are the things which is important to me and these are the things which, I told him that they're important to me and nothing else. Nothing, 1 hour that conversation lasted and, after that I was just in the balcony in someone's house and he was just sitting inside and he came and he said, he asked me actually, कि तो हाँ है क्या? I'm just looking at him and I'm like, हाँ कर लेते हैं. Yes, कर लेते हैं.
Oh my God.
And then I went back home. He dropped me home and then he must have spoken to his parents. He told his parents that, I like the girl and everything. I also told my dad that, yes, I like him. You can drive down from Indore. My dad was posted in Indore that time. So he also drove down and he had no idea that ab shaadi ho jayegi. Roka ho jayega. He had no idea. So he came just like that, for 2-3 days that I'll meet Gaurav and go back. And he came back, my dad came to Gurgaon and then he called Gaurav to our place and then just interviewed him like Fauji dads karte hain. Ek drink pila ke acha batao, fir dusri drink pila ke acha. So he tested him all throughout and he passed that and then we just got roka-fied and within another month we got married.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was quick.
Yeah, that was pretty quick. I literally had no idea what I was doing. I had no plans to get married so early. I was like, 28 mein shaadi karungi and maybe after 30 I'll have a baby. That was like the ideal plan. But 26, before turning 26, I got like married. And 27, I was like, baby. So it was crazy for me. Like a roller coaster ride.
Wow, so
So
your
that
life
is-
completely changed.
Yeah, so but then getting married to him was like the best decision ever and people were also telling me, obviously they are also not wrong that, you've just met him once, how can you marry? Because it's a decision which,
Yeah, for
You
a
know, it's-
lifetime.
exactly,
Just spending-
and I was like, I think I'm doing the right thing and it's just, be connected.
Yeah,
when you meet,
click, you click.
click. Yeah, there was nothing negative. So,
Yeah.
and it's been all that. I mean, it's been positive till now.
Wow.
I know it looks like a fairy tale, no? Sometimes.
Yeah, like recently one of my friend got roka-fied. Unka bhi aisa hua, first time mila and then it's like final within a month they got roka-fied and now they're getting married in like 6 months. I'm like, how?
How do you take that decision? Everyone asks me that how did you come up to that decision? That yes.
He's the one.
Yeah, and you won't imagine the day I was supposed to हमारे फेरे होने वाले थे. So I was literally रात को 12 बज रहे थे and फेरे हो रहे थे and I was like generally all those thoughts go around in your head कि यार करनी
Mixed
चाहिए.
feelings,
हाँ,
yeah.
but I was like मेरी आंखें बंद हो रही थी और उस time I was just thinking I will not deny that सही हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है I think. But then I was like, okay, fine. I looked at my mother-in-law who that time was not my mother-in-law actually. She
Yeah.
would be like
Yeah,
after the fedas happened. So I'm like, nahi, I think अच्छी feeling आ रही है. So it's all going to be positive. So yeah.
Wow. So it's been 4 years now.
No, we just completed 3.
Oh, 3 years.
August. Yeah, 7th August we completed 3. It's our
Okay.
4th year now.
Oh.
Yeah, I know everything happened so quick. We utilized COVID also because I was working and I was working from home.
Yeah.
So we utilized that, rather than having a baby after 2-3 years, because obviously when you have a baby, you have to like little take a sabbatical, maybe
Correct.
because of medical conditions or anything can happen. And so we thought, let's utilize it. And then Kabir also happened. On our first anniversary, we had Kabir, who was a month old.
Oh.
Yeah, first anniversary. We were just in the car seat, carry cot mein leke. We were just like taking him around on our first anniversary.
How cute.
And people were looking at us, oh God, itni jaldi. And you know what? I made one reel also when Alia and Ranbir got married and they quickly had a baby. So that was the relatable content that time. So I made a reel that, when the newlyweds announce their pregnancy, so you start calculating when did they, conceive.
Yeah.
So I made a reel and it got viral. Like, like this 6 million fatafat. I'm like,
Oh my
wow. Yeah.
God. Has life changed after you entered motherhood?
Yes, definitely. It has changed. I've become a, I don't realize when is Sunday, when is Monday, or when is weekend or weekday. So it's been good. I like it. I mean, it's been challenging as well, but I enjoy what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not treating motherhood like, oh my God, what has happened with me? Just because I think my pregnancy and my delivery was smooth. And touchwood, my kid is also very supportive and accommodating. So it's been all in all a very smooth journey for me. And through my Instagram page also, I am just trying to show that, you can enjoy your motherhood. It's not anything, which you should be scared of. And you can just, talk your heart out, whatever you feel. There are moms, when they enter into motherhood, they have postpartum blues, or there's some moms whose postpartum is very smooth. So, we should empower each other and not be like, demeaning to other mom ki yaar, acha, oh, aapka bacha to aise hai, acha, aapki body to aise ho gayi hai. You should not do that. So, I think motherhood is something which, has given me a lot of things. I am progressing once I became a mother. And I've become a multitasker, a very good one, and I'm a great manager, I feel now. I think any corporate can hire me now because I can literally, Avi, I'm talking to you, I have 10 things running in my head also that I'm genuinely telling you. So that is the thing which motherhood has taught me. And
I think every mom can multitask.
Yes.
I think that comes naturally.
Naturally, yes. Once you become a mother, you just like, 10 or maybe 100 tabs are open in your head. And you just like, you're doing something, you're replying to something, but still something is going on in your head. So a lot of people tell me, yeah, you look at a message and then you stop replying, you're typing and then you stop it because Kabir just comes out of nowhere and then he asks me something and then I have to keep my phone.
That's your priority that time.
Yeah, and
obviously.
Yeah, and sometimes a lot of typo errors are there and I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk about it. Theek hai, hota hai, I don't care. Yeah. So, yeah, I think motherhood is something, people should not be afraid of that, oh my God, mummy ban gayi hai, to ab ye hai, wo hai. I think every mom is beautiful in their own way. Earlier, I had put on a lot of weight when I became a mother. And I was, ye fit nahi aa raha hai, ab bade kapde lo and all that stuff. And I stopped going to places. But then I realized, okay, whatever it is, I am beautiful and, that is what I'm going to show. And if you look at my Instagram also, it's the same thing. So, I think...
I think the best part about your Instagram profile is you're sharing the unfiltered version of,
exactly.
motherhood.
Yes.
Like what you're doing actually.
Yeah.
So that, that way people can relate.
Exactly. Because that is going to last longer.
Makes sense.
You can't show something which you're not doing every day.
Right. And as you're showing motherhood, it's like you have to show a lot of your personal life.
Yes.
That is
real, whatever you're doing with your kid, you can't filter it out. I'll just show the good parts only. There are days when Kabir throws tantrums and he will not eat and he'll just want chocolates and chocolates. So I show that as well. He cries and cries, and a lot of moms still tell me that, oh my god, your kid is crying and you're not a good mom, you keep on going to events. I'm like, okay, obviously they are also not wrong. Everyone has their own priorities, and everyone has grown up in a different set of way. So, but there are moms who are inspired by my journey also. Ki, oh my god, she can, she handles Kabir as well. She goes for Fauji parties as well, official functions, and takes care of her things as well. So I think when they respond to my all in all progress, so I feel very grateful.
Yeah, I think you have to be happy first to raise a happy kid. Like they say, a happy mom raises a happy kid.
Yes, you're right.
There's a content creator from Guwahati, happy, tired, fussy mom. You should connect, in fact. She's also posting, post about motherhood, like her child. She's also posting like the mistakes and the good part, all of it.
All right.
Like, very good content she also posts.
I'll follow her.
Chalo, with that, let's move on to our first fun segment, this or that. I'll give you 2 options. You'll have to choose one.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Gurgaon or Guwahati?
Okay, that's pretty hard. Both the places have my heart.
Corporate job or digital content creation?
Corporate job has given me the place for digital content creation. So again, both of it. Because of corporate job, I'm here. Yeah.
Original content or trends?
Original content. Yeah.
Movies or long drives?
Long drives, definitely.
Yeah, even I like that.
Yes.
Expensive presents or homemade presents?
I don't mind both. I love expensive presents as well. And yes, home presents are definitely, they have my heart.
Yeah, that's thoughtful also.
Yeah.
Harsh truth or flattering lie?
Hard truth. That breaks my heart, but still I will choose that.
In the long run, that's better.
Yes.
Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts?
I haven't tried YouTube Shorts, so I can't comment. But for now, Instagram Reels.
You should totally create content on YouTube as well.
Okay, if you're saying that, I'll try it out. Definitely.
Yeah, you should. Like, Reels to aap Shorts mein same post kar sakte ho.
Definitely,
and then longer content, you can always your interactive video.
Done. I'll try that.
And all of that.
I'll try that.
Okay, Fauji or Air Force?
Fauji ke under ही Air Force आता है, so so it's like defense has Navy, Air Force, Army.
Right.
But yes, Fauji we use mostly for Army.
Yeah.
But if you want me to choose between Army or Air Force, if I choose Air Force, my dad is going to kill me. If I choose Army, my husband is going to kill me. But Army has my childhood. Air Force has my, it has a whole long journey with me now. Yeah. So Air Force has my heart now.
How has your child motivated you to, create more content and all of it?
Capturing Kabir was, I used to capture him since the time he was just born. He was just like, this tiny person, infant. And I was in the hospital and he was just right here. And I started capturing him. And, I realized that, capturing him, everyone wanted to look at him more at my Instagram. They wanted to see more of Kabir. And that motivated me that, okay, there's this cute person who's there on the Instagram and there's this mom who's trying to capture him, and it just came out randomly and I started creating content around that phase. So, for example, I created one content that 6 facts you didn't know about newborns. So that was the content creation I didn't know before having Kabir. So that motivated me, why don't I share these things, what I...
tips and tricks that you follow.
Yeah. And I used to research a lot. I used to read a lot because I never followed blindly. Even my mom, my mother-in-law, or my family members or my friends, I did not follow them blindly. I researched because things have changed over a period of time and you want to raise your kid in your own way.
Yeah.
So that motivated me, and and that has now he's a toddler, so now things have changed. I create content around other things for him, maybe Montessori toys or in general whatever he does. We do this activity every day that I give him a piece of cloth and that Colin a bottle. So I tell him, wipe the floor or mop the house or something, and he does that. So I create content around it, and people are engaging, and people are actually seeing that it's nice to keep your kid involved in the household chores, be it boy or girl. Yeah, because he's a boy, and people generally tend कि लड़के को ये नहीं करना चाहिए. Let him cry also, and it's okay. He has to express. You can't be like, boys hai, so we are not supposed to cry. You have a lot of responsibility. So I create that kind of content, and because he's a boy, I create more of such content.
Yeah, I think that awareness is also important.
Yeah.
Share with us your experience with Mrs. Social Pageant and your selection as a finalist of Miss, Mrs. and Mrs. India 2023. Both of it.
Okay, first I'll talk about Mrs. Social, which recently happened.
Yeah.
1.5 months back, I was just scrolling on the Instagram, and I saw that M Social is coming up with their first ever pageant, Mrs. Social. I had no idea. I was just like, okay, I'll register, dekh lete hain kya hota hai. And I registered it randomly, and I forgot about it. I'm like, okay.
Oh.
I forgot. I'm like, okay, let's see when this happens. There were no details uske baad. And one fine day, I got a call from M Social that you've been selected. You've been selected in the pageant, for the pageant. So I'm like, okay, great. Ab kya karna hai? Kya hota hai? So the person told me कि ऐसा ऐसा आपको करना है, ये आपको वीडियो बनाना होगा, ये बेसिक चीज़ें हैं ऐसा. I'm like, okay, fine. It will be done. So I was still skeptical that, whether I should go for it or not. I mean, I had that fear also, you can say, of facing people that, whether I'll be
worth it or not.
Yes. So everything happened. There were a lot of moms, I think 100 plus moms who were selected.
Oh.
And out of which top 15 were selected for the grand finale, which happened in Bombay. I was like, okay, voting karni hai. I had no hope that, I'll also be in the top 15. I'm like, there are other moms who are doing so well and, who've been in this industry for a longer period of time. So I said, okay, I'll try. I'll try to give my best. At least participate to kare. I mean, that's more important. And okay, top 15 mein aaye, we got a call that, you're coming to Bombay and here's your stay, and there'll be a 2 days event. I met another all the 14 moms, and there was one from Guwahati as well, Mommy on the Heel. We had gone together from here.
Oh.
So it was such a great experience. We met all the moms, and it was the first time I was meeting all of them together, because socially you connect, but like face to face is different in person.
Correct.
And we had so much fun. We before the pageant, the day before the pageant, we were chilling, talking, clicking pictures, making content, and getting to know each other. Basically, it was a great platform to network, and M Social had selected all of us so to do that. Pageant experience was again wonderful. We had a lot of rounds, and the selection processes and everything. And Bipasha Basu had come to, actually
felicitate
you. And knowing her journey also was pretty nice. So it was all in all worth it experience, and I completely loved it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were the
second runners up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for that. And I'll talk about Mrs. India. Mrs. India was something when I moved here in February.
Yeah.
After 2 months, I came across this page. I was just scrolling over Instagram, and I was thinking that, whether I should register for this or not, whether I'm worth it for the pageant. So that was just random, and I thought, let's just try at least for Mrs. India and see, because why I registered for this is I like to inspire women in general. And that is because through my on my Instagram, a lot of moms or a lot of girls who are not even married, they look up to me, and they're like, Didi, we also want to have a life like you, and we also want a husband like Gaurav, and a cute little kid like your son. So I used to be like, okay, that's great, you should manifest all these things, definitely. So that was the reason that I thought I'll register for Mrs. India and at least show my journey from that platform. That was all about it, and it is going to happen in the month of December, end of December. So I'll be going to Kolkata for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, all the best.
Thank you.
So that will be the grooming session, and then
Yes, there will be a 10 days grooming session and that ramp walk and whatever contests they have in that, during those 2 days.
oh wow.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So have you been modeling like before, or this is like just like a step up?
No modeling, nothing. It's just, I think more than the modeling, I think this pageant is just for the recognition that, and to inspire other people and other women that, you are still doing great. Because when you get married and when you become a mom, you feel worthless at times. Sometimes, because I've seen a lot of moms, they think that, we're just homemaker, taking care of the child, and, we have nothing to do at home. But that's
I think
not true.
That happens from the society ka pressure. Right? When you are a homemaker, you're not valued enough. Even though I
Yes.
think a homemaker, आप एक homemaker को 1 घंटे के लिए घर से बाहर
Karo, and you will know your house is not running.
Exactly, it's a mess.
Yes, because now Gaurav also will not agree, but whenever I'm out, I was for a month I was away during July time with Kabir, and he was here at home, and he was like, kya, I don't know anything, what's happening. He's calling me again and again, ye kahan hai, how to get this done and all that stuff. I'm like, now you realize and when I'd gone to Bombay also for 2 days, when he came back, so he's like, oh my god, finally you're back, and the house will be up and running. So when you move away, then the importance, they realize the importance. But it's a challenging task, homemaker.
It is.
Yeah.
I think this is like the toughest job.
Yes, it is, and you don't even get paid for it also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not getting leaves, yet you're not getting paid.
Exactly. That's what it is. You said that.
Alright, let's move on to another fun segment. What comes to your mind? I'll give you a word. Whatever comes to your mind, just
Okay.
say that.
Okay.
Traveling.
Breath of fresh air.
Wow, I agree completely. Motherhood.
Inspiring.
Ghati.
Heart.
Chandigarh.
Punjabi. Can't really think of anything else.
Love.
Gaurav.
Aww. Home decor.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, we saw your Amazon link on your Instagram bio.
Yes.
You have really, really beautiful home decor selections there.
Thank you. I've done a guide section also.
Acha.
Because I keep moving to places, so it gives a blank canvas for me every time I move. I'm like, अब next time मैं यहाँ move होंगी तो मैं ना ये wall ऐसे करूँगी, and गौरव को मैं बताती नहीं हूँ that I look forward to the postings. Otherwise he's going to kill me कि I go crazy shifting all the stuff, and you're like you get to paint the wall according to you and all that stuff. Yeah.
Now he'll know about it.
Yeah, he'll know about it.
Content creation.
Passion.
Collaboration.
Work.
Jammu and Kashmir.
वादियाँ.
Oh. Fitness.
Life.
Fashion.
Explore.
Guilty pleasure.
Traveling.
Say what with Shreya.
Beautiful.
Do you have any advice for people who are planning a career transition like you did from corporate to digital creation? I mean, that's like a huge transition.
Yes, it is. Yes, I do have one advice. If you're planning to switch your career, you should firstly, you should be passionate about the thing you're trying to do, the new thing. Secondly, you have to be consistent. You can't really expect, within 1 or 2 months you'll get the result, and then get demotivated. अच्छा ये तो work नहीं हुआ, इससे अच्छा तो मैं उधर ही अच्छा थी. So second is consistency. Third one, I will say that when I switched to content creation, I was not expecting a lot of money out of it initially. I was just doing out of my passion.
Right.
And again, if you're passionate, then money will follow. You really don't have to run behind the money. So just do what you want, and if you're planning to switch to a career, then be confident about it, and you should be clear that I'm going to succeed in this. That's all about it. Nothing zyada I would not want to say, because these are the 3 things which you just have to take care and you'll
In
just
every
succeed.
career option,
Yes,
basically.
it be it digital content creation or in anything. I've seen
Yeah.
engineers switching to marketing jobs and other jobs, and they do pretty well. Like you can't really tell. I mean, there was a colleague of mine. She was an engineer, and she was in that marketing role and doing. And I asked her that what motivated you. How did you know that engineering इसमें नहीं करना है और marketing करना है? She's just like बस अंदर से आवाज आई and I just followed it. So I think that was all about it, and it touched me कि यार मेरे भी अंदर से आवाज आई इसलिए मैंने बस corporate छोड़ दिया. And the day I resigned also, I didn't tell Gaurav. I didn't tell my husband. I was like, I resigned. I'm on notice period. So yeah, that's all about it.
Tell us 2 truths and a lie about yourself without telling us which one is the truth and which one is the lie. Let the audience
That's
guess
tricky.
it.
That's tricky. Very tricky. Okay. I generally celebrate life a lot. Secondly, I possess optimism.
Positive way of life.
Yes. I like to travel a lot. I can travel every day as well. So now you can figure out which one was a lie or which one was the truth.
Let the viewers select.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. It was lovely chatting with you.
Same here, Shreya. Thank you for having me here and giving me this opportunity of sharing my experiences with you and everyone. Thank you so much. I feel honored and privileged.
Pleasure is all ours.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Shreya.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Say What with Shreya. It was so much fun chatting with Disha about content creating, corporate jobs, motherhood, and a lot more. If you liked the episode, please like, share, and comment down whom do you want our next guest to be. We're also airing our episodes on our new channel, Pragmatic by Prag. Do subscribe to our new channel and tell us what more kind of content you want to see. We'll see you next week. Take care.